We told you we'd be back.
Heroes come and go. Legends remain forever.
We want to hear you enjoying yourself.
You're in big trouble, mister.
W3L. W3L.
Introducing first.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the contest that we've all been waiting for as the commune Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the last few months, Aldridge has built disciples. It was just about a year ago he said something was coming. He built himself an army of disciples. And ever since capturing the World Heavyweight Championship, the commune have owned W3L, whether it be Showdown or one of the box office events. And perhaps Andrew Marshall, his tag team partner, could be the team to maybe put him in the place, but we have learned over the past few weeks, as we'll see during this contest, as we'll have a little sneak preview at Resolution, that Luke Aldridge has got his hands full at Resolution, as well as looking sharp. Of course, before Resolution, we do have Mayday from Hoik, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a look at that. We'll be taking a look at how Mayday will be telling you the full lineup for Mayday. As here comes the W3L Wrestling Showdown champion, the Scottish Superman, Andrew Marshall, on his way, and his tag team partner, Judge Jimmy James, ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing at this time, he is your W3L Wrestling Showdown champion. This is the Scottish Superman.
Well, ever since taking the Showdown Championship away from Mr. Tim Strange, Andrew Marshall has been a fighting Showdown champion, probably one of the hardest working Showdown champions we've had. The schedule has been very deep for Andrew Marshall as he awaits his tag team partner. This was announced on our special, by the way. guess we're going to hear from Iron Drew.
Unfortunately, the judge couldn't be here tonight.
Oh.
But you see, usually when you need to cancel a certain match, there's a wee unwritten rule where we need to give you something 10 times better. So, as I stand here, on my lonesome, how's about I put my W3L Showdown Championship on the line against Luke Aldridge?
I like this.
You like the sound of that? How's about I put my belt on the line? You put your world heavyweight belt on the line.
Wow. Well, that is 10 times better. That is a consolation, but
against Luke Aldridge, both titles on the line, winner takes all.
well, why not? Probably the biggest main event in Showdown history.
This little show I'm going to take your teeth with me. I've already done it several times. I'll do it again.
So to recap, ladies and gentlemen, the judge, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond control, can't make it or compete in tonight's or this afternoon's advertised contest. But it looks like Aldridge has accepted the challenge of Drew Marshall. Drew will put his championship on the line if Luke Aldridge puts his world title on the line. So champion, he doesn't sound happy, but Aldridge needs to realise that if he beats, here it is, it's official, if he defeats Drew Marshall, Aldridge is walking away with the World Heavyweight Championship and the Showdown Championship. And we're underway, and there's the dates. There you go, Dunblane, Saturday 17th of May. Will Aldridge be a double champion? There's the dates of our events. Keep in mind, Mayday, Hoyt, Friday the 16th, Resolution, June 14th. And look at this, we got Elgin, 31st of July, and a good start for Drew Marshall as Aldridge is on the outside of the squared circle. Looking sharp, knows all about being champion. Look at this! Well, Marshall faked it and Sharp doesn't realise it. Oh, he realises it now! A kick to the skull! And look at, whoa! Marshall just found himself onto Aldridge. And Drew Marshall knows it's 2-on-1. He knows Sharp's there to get involved any way he can to make sure the advantage goes to Aldridge, and Aldridge now fighting back as both men still on the outside. Championship can't change hands on the outside, and Aldridge just hurt himself on that headbutt, remember? He's called Iron Drew Marshall for a reason. That head. It's titanium, I swear to God. And Aldridge pushed into the steel post as Marshall's still in pursuit. Sharp's got that Singapore cane, but a disqualification would result and no titles changing hands, and Marshall just got whipped into the steel post as Aldridge reversed that whip. And now Aldridge has Marshall where he wants him. Uppercut. Again, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us because immediately following that, we're going to unveil all of the lineup for Mayday. As Sharp is hooking the arms of Marshall. Officials warning him off. The elbow off the skull of Sharp as Marshall moved out of the way, and he's now waiting on Aldridge, turning round as Aldridge checks on Sharp. And now Marshall unloading there with the chops and backhands and anything that he's going to fire at Aldridge. Well, we could be looking at our next world champion right now. And you got to wonder as well, how does that affect Resolution? Does Taylor Brighton face Marshall at Resolution if Marshall is the one that wins this contest? Look at this, Sharp grabbing the leg of Marshall, and the referee warning again. Sharp, but Aldridge used that to his advantage, and now putting the boots to Marshall. And the Communist family, and right up, and there it is. Eugene will face Luke King Sharp at Resolution June 14th at Kirkcaldy 5 Ice Arena. Taylor Brighton will challenge as it stands Luke Aldridge if Aldridge could get past Marshall this afternoon. And of course, wrestling's most handsome man in the merchandise will collide one-on-one. Tickets still on sale, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this, Aldridge now just trying to injure that leg of Marshall more. And as I said earlier, look at that, Sharp again. Look at this. Look at Sharp. Well, the referee's distracted. And now Aldridge, foot across the throat of Marshall. You just wonder what this will do. And again, Sharp again using that Singapore cane as a weapon. And I keep going back to it, but could you imagine, like, Taylor Brighton versus Andrew Marshall in the main event of Resolution? That would be something. Would Aldridge put both the championships on the line, the Showdown and the world title? All scenarios that could be used. And as Schweb Aldridge into the corner as Marshall now perhaps building momentum here. No, Aldridge managed to scoosh himself out of the way, gets caught up, power slam into the cover, 2 count only. It was very close indeed. Marshall says this is over. The Sharp watches on it. Aldridge's got the leg, sweeps. Aldridge just dissecting the leg of Marshall. And the world champion finds himself back in control. Flannel press, gets a 2 count. And this rip. Back elbow by Aldridge. And Aldridge into the cover. Gets 2.
Come on, look, on the offense now. Come on, look, kick down through, see that.
thank you for your input on the commentary, Sharp, but I'm doing a fine job if I do say so myself. And that was an axe handle from the second rope, and Aldridge going again, one more time perhaps for the axe handle. Yes, he is, and he connects. Another lateral press, and gets two. Sharp now directing Aldridge, saying go to the top rope again for another axe handle. Even though, well, he did go to the second rope the last two times, he's going to the top this time. And if this pays off, this could be it for Drew. Drew on spaghetti legs, it caught Aldridge on the way down. And now Drew splash into the corner, off the ropes. Oh, get caught in a sleeper. Aldridge has got that sleeper synced in. And if Aldridge can put Iron Drew Marshall to sleep, it's as good as a submission, as good as a pinfall, but Marshall managed to fight with it, but he got a clothesline for his trouble. Lateral press, 2 count only, and a knee right into the spine, and Aldridge now, a modified version of the Cobra clutch. Sharp now pulling the ropes away so Marshall can't break the hold, but he fights out of it anyway. Ducks the clothesline, gets caught with the back elbow. Aldridge now again going for the cover, looking to walk away with both the Worlds and Showdown Championships. Methil getting more than they bargained for this afternoon. Thought they were getting a tag match, now instead they're getting a champion versus champion, title for title contest. As Sharp looks on. Official asking Marshall, are you calling it a day? Marshall says no. Marshall fine out of it again. Gets out of it, off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, ducks the back elbow, and oh, nice collision there. I think Aldridge got the worst of it. Marshall used his body as a weapon, and now looks Sharp on the apron. Sharp saying, come fight me. Nothing but a distraction as Aldridge buries the elbow right in the back of the neck, back of the head, rolls them up, and look at these guys feeling the ropes with their every calm. Thank goodness. The official taking charge. Official now fixing the turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute, Marshall's got. Oh, a nice cutter into the cover. 2, no. Marshall can't believe it as we take a look at our network double feature on that exchange there. Marshall could have the one. Here it is, up on the shoulders, and that was hit perfectly. And back to live action. But oh, come on! Marshall was guarantee him, and there's a discus elbow. Marshall was setting Aldridge up for that headbutt. Sharp knew it, and Sharp causes a disqualification. And so what? Aldridge keeps his world title. That's all that matters. Keeping the world title in the family. Keeping the world title in the commune. Sharp being Luke Aldridge's fairy godmother, always there when he's needed. Always there at the right time, at the right place. Makes me sick. He should be banned from ringside. He's been thrown from ringside. A contest that could have ended in historic fashion. And oh. He's going to win by disqualification as Iron Drew. So now Sharp's a ring announcer. Now Sharp's after Wizard's job. The one time Sharps is telling the truth, the one time he's right. The title can't change hands on a disqualification. Iron Drew Marshall has won this match by disqualification. And look at this, the beatdown continues. The Commune will not stop anybody in their way. They'll be taken out just like this. Brian's going to need eyes in the back of his head in Kirkcaldy. Eugene's going to need eyes in the back of his head in Kirkcaldy. And now Aldridge has got the Singapore cane. That's an upgrade from a chalice. And well, wait a minute, that's the music of the #1 contender. Taylor Bryden as Marshall now fights both Aldridge and Sharp. Aldridge just caned Sharp. And Aldridge is on his own, and here comes Bryden. Ducks underneath, clothesline, takes Aldridge down. Tier 0. Telling Aldridge, June 14th, you're mine, OTK. As Marshall and Sharp fight to the back. We're out of here. And I don't think Brian's finished with the world champion. There's no family in sight. I don't know what Brian's looking for, but he's got a chair. Tier 0 Taylor Brian's got a chair. And you have to think after Remedy, after what happened to Sakiba Ali, that's what Bryden's going for. That's exactly what it is. You blind my friend, I'm going to break your ankle. Kirkcaldy 5. It's all about the championship tonight. It's about revenge. It's Bryden's going to break the ankle of Aldridge. He might even make it to resolution. Oh, wait a minute. Bryden perhaps has had second thoughts here. Oh no! He's going to break the neck of Aldridge instead. Well, Bryden, come on, we need someone to start. As much as Aldridge has done, this is a bit far. Don't stoop to their level. There's Mike Musso, thank God. Sammy Sparks, Roderick Jones to talk Bryden down. Thank God. I mean, as much as Aldridge probably deserves that, it's probably too far as Aldridge rolls out the ring. You just heard Musso. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what's going to come up at Mayday. But ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, May 16th, live from Hawick in the Borders, it is Mayday. And here is what's in store. First up, it's for the W3L Women's Championship as Nina Samuels takes on the misfit Moxie Malone. And ladies and gentlemen, this match came about on Showdown just a few weeks ago when it was W3L Women's Championship implications involved. Let's take a look at what went down 2 weeks on Showdown. By Roberts and Samuels. Oh! Malone moves! This contest has changed as it's 2-1. Oh, wait a minute. Killer switch! Moxie into the cover. 2! Moxie's going to Mayday! So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, with Moxie Malone getting the win, not only for her team, but getting the pin herself. She now automatically becomes #1 contender to the W3L Women's Championship. Then in from there, ladies and gentlemen, it's the W3L Breakout Championship as Paul Hubris challenges Sammy Sparks. This took place, ladies and gentlemen, at Old Year's fight when Sammy got the win over the essential Paul Hubris. However, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Hubris wants another opportunity at Sammy Sparks. Just so happens that Sammy Sparks is now the Breakout Championship, so the Breakout Championship will be on the line at Mayday. Then in from there, ladies and gentlemen, two big brutes as the hardcore host, Mr. Tim Strange, returns to in-ring action, but he's going to go up against former WWE superstar Joe E. Legend. Old rivalries are renewed, ladies and gentlemen, as the number one contender to the W3L World Heavyweight Championship, Tier 0 Taylor Bryden goes one-on-one with the Blood Tourist looking sharp. Before he gets to Aldridge, he's going to be tested by the Blood Tourist. And then from there, speaking of tested, Robert Starr will be coming to W3L, and he'll go one-on-one with Father Luke himself, the W3L World Heavyweight Champion, Luke Aldridge, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, this is a non-championship match, so whatever happens here, Aldridge will stay the champion as we head into Resolution. And of course, in from there, the W3L Wrestling Showdown Championship is on the line as the Communes Jackal challenges probably in my opinion, the most fighting showdown champion we've ever had in W3L, or at least one of, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Drew Marshall will put that championship on the line against the Jackal. All comes your way this Friday from Dunblane. Tickets still available at www.w3lwrestling.com. We'll see you this Friday in Oik for Mayday, ladies and gentlemen, and then showdown tapings in Dunblane on May 17th. Until next Sunday, I've been Brian D. From the rest of the team, we'll see you next weekend.